So we are not almost at the end. We have 2 more sessions ahead of us. Martin Stelbacky is going to show you Vision AI. And always, I already mentioned it to some people today, sorry if I repeat myself, but sometimes when we sell sometimes test automation, I always feel like I'm explaining AI to my mom. Yeah? And sometimes I feel I really need to educate clients all the time. Okay, what is test automation about? And now we even complicate it more with Vision AI, yeah, which is artificial intelligence with test automation. Yeah. And we already use it a couple of times. So, for example, the case which you saw from Peter Holocik from O2, he partly used it when he was cornered. He partly used Vision AI. I'm not saying it's a silver bullet or miracle solution or whatever, right? So Martin Stelbacky is going to do some demos on Vision AI. Feel free again to ask any questions if you have some. Martin, and by the way, Martin is our testing team lead, and he also works for Postalpina for many years.
Okay, hello everyone. I'm Martin Stelbacky, and I tell you something today about Vision AI, how the Tricentis work with artificial intelligence with Tosca. So this is my agenda. So I try introduce you the Vision AI. Then I tell you some things about common problems by testing. Then I show you key features and key benefits of Vision AI, and after, on the end, I prepare some examples of Vision AI, what that can offer. So, what's the Vision AI? Vision AI is cutting-edge platform which combines artificial intelligence and computing vision, and makes the testing more quality, improve the test coverage, and accelerate the testing efforts. The old testing platform were prone by errors and were not so efficient, very time consuming and labor intensive. It was caused because they were coded platforms, and to define an object, you need to code. This feature is no-code, low-code application, and make the automation much more easier. So before we start, we can speak about problems with automation. What's the common testing problems? During the work quality report, in average, 20 testing is very expensive. Yeah, almost 28% of all IT budgets is spent by testing, and that's very, very expensive. Why is that? Testing, we have to be honest, is not very efficient and needs a lot of people, and it's a last phase by development of application, and all problems are found in the last phase. Late delivery of solution are caused by last-minute testing. Almost 50% of late deliveries are caused by late testing, and that is caused because the testing, we have low rate automation of testing, and companies are not using the test automation as they should. Before we start, I'll show you something. You know what's that? This is bench of HTML code, and the common testing platforms are looking in this code for an object, and when they want to do something with that. And the reason why the Tricentis try to using or develop the Vision AI was to make the testing or change the logic how they testing the test cases more like the user. So this is what the testers see. And that's different. The user see the input box, see the text, see the checkbox, and he can very easy identify the objects. As you can see here, this line of code, this is what the coding platforms are looking for to define the object. So, what are the key features of Vision AI? As I mentioned before, Vision AI would want to automate the test cases based on the visual, like user is doing. That means that with Vision AI we can automate even Citrix and virtual machines where we are not able to see the code behind because of security policy. It's AI-driven automation. It means they are using the artificial intelligence trained by.
Sorry. Oh, it's fine.
Okay. They are using artificial intelligence trained by neural networks on different type of objects, and they are using self-healing test feature. That means that they are solving the objects which are changing during the run of the test. That means that one day we are testing a test case, everything is working smoothly, and when we are testing the same process next day, due some release, they changing. We have changed the button. For example, there is not OK, but select, or the type of inputs box is different. And with the self-healing feature, we can heal the test case. I will show you the case on the next slide. And also we can use, we are using the user identified controls, what meaning that we can find the objects on the screen, even when normally we cannot find it. So we can teach artificial intelligence where should she looks for the objects, and they will find it. So we learn the artificial intelligence using and finding the objects on the screen. So, and when we are using this feature, I don't say this is the cure for every problems in the testing, but it can help us a lot, and that's are the key benefits. We can test sooner. That means that we can even automate mockups before the application is built. We can test smarter with artificial intelligence. We can test more and test with everyone, because the automation with this tool is so easy that even your grandma can create a test case. So let's imagine a situation that you are the test manager, and your developer calls you in initial test phase and tells you that due to technical reason the application is not built. You have few days for automation the whole process, but you are simply not able to start because you don't have nothing to automate. time is running. So what you can do, you call a developer, and after a few hours of discussion, you create this beautiful mockup, right? In our case, it's our internet site of TESTINGCON. You run the module, scan the mockup, and you can see, and you should choose the Vision AI engine. Then the application scan all the objects in your mockup, and you can start it automating. So make it more visual, and you see that the application don't need the code, but recognize the objects even on the word driving. So now we have created a module, and from the module we can easily create a test case. So we take the module, we can see all the objects we need, put it in the test case, and now we create the first test case. First, we can check if all objects are recognized. It's a mockup, so we cannot put in the picture input fields. So in the first phase, we just click on it and run if it's work. We can create more kind of test cases that we can test more variants of the test case. And then when we run the test case, we can see that we can recognize all the objects on the work page. So it's working, and then we can finalize the test case. Developer calls us, the application is ready, and we don't need to wait of them to create the test cases because we have already ready test case. Yes, now we're changing the input fields. And before the application is ready, we create all the test cases and we finalize it. So in version 1, I will log in the application myself. Version 2, we change the information for logging, and we have also version 3 and so on, so we can test the application in various ways. Then we go to the module, change the engine for the application, and we say, please don't automate the Word mockup, but the testing from web page because it's very. Then we run the application, and as we can see, it fills all necessary fields and show us in the report that everything goes smoothly. We check the application and it feels like we expected.
I think this was built by Vision AI, actually, not by you.
Yeah, because we choose the Vision AI engine. If we would like to program it with the HTML code, the Tosca can also do it. We have various possibilities how we can automate that page. So, and this is the nightmare of the automation. I don't know if somebody from your automated test case, but my nightmares are when I'm not able to find the objects on the screen that I mentioned before, and this can be solved by identifying controls. So I prepare another example. We have again the web page, and we are not able to find the checkbox. Okay, scan the application first. Using the web page, Vision AI, and when we try select the objects, the problem because the checkbox is visible, but here it's only the text. You see, here I can see the text and the checkbox, and here is only one checkbox with text together. So I choose the Vision AI assistant and say, please find me this checkbox because I cannot work with them. I call it button. And here I set the anchor points. Where should the artificial intelligence look for the button? And save. And then when I check the module, an application again, the checkbox is recognized. You see, now you can see also the text and the checkbox. This is possible also by the tables, which are programmed in very difficult way with diffs and so on. And we cannot find the table in the code because it's simply not a good program. So we say the artificial intelligence, please treat this object like a table, and we can input and work with them like with a table. The second nightmare is when you have a working test case and you run it, and your favorite developer tells you or don't tells you that he released a new application, number 2, and the object is there, but it looks different, or the name is different, or something else is happening. So we can see it here. We have application number 1, application number 2. It looks exactly the same, but down is the button next, and on the right side, proceed. Yeah. So he changed the class, and we have to do something with that. What we can do when we scan the module, we see that the ID, the class is different. So we have options. We click on the. We are not going to the module, but the test in the test case, and in the option test configuration, we use self-healing AI with option whited. That means when he will look in the field, and when the button looks in the 75% same like the previous object, he will handle it like object which is correct and which he should look. So, and what's the best part of it? You will click on it, but in the report, he says that I find the object which was not the same as the previous one, and it's not project next, but you can see down label proceed, that the name is different. And then he's asking if you want to correct the test case, or leave it like it is. So if you have a talk with your developer and say this is the final version, he say yes. You click in the next button and says, please help me during properties, and the test case will be added automatically. And you have a function test case again, and here you can see that even in the module, it's not the label next, but proceed, so he corrected in the correct way. Okay, this is it. So if you have questions, I like to answer it.
Where do you see the limits of this at the current state?
There are no limits. No, what I recognized during the preparing the session is that this is it's very sensitive to screen resolution. So you have to have 100% static browser, and it should be the same. But normally we are using virtual machines for testing, so the settings are the same, so we don't have problem for it. But it's not very good tool for presentation. Therefore, I prepare videos, not the real. I don't show it in a real application because it was very complicated. These are the limited originally. But it's very helpful, especially when you are desperate and you really cannot find any solution for automate the application. With this, you can automate really everything.
The question is how long it lasts, because before, just for a quick solution, there's always been like image-based controls. But
therefore, when you combine all three features, that you are using the self-healing, the key users control, and also with these mockups, then it's stable, I think. But you have to be creative. But that's our job, to be creative.
What's the first Tosca version this is available for? We have version 15.2.
Yeah, it should be available from version 14.2, I think. I read 14.
Just to add here, the nice thing about Vision AI, it's really running on the cloud, right? We're using Google AI engine. And even if you use 14.2, you have the latest Vision AI version. So it's always up to date.
No question? Okay, so thank you very much for attending, for attention.
No, we have a question.
Yes.
Okay.
Finally, somebody.
Lucky.
How can it be ensured that approved test cases cannot be changed in a regulated field? Only through Tricentis CBTA, or is there something else to consider regarding AI software?
Can you repeat the question?
We will give you that.
But I think it's for regulated industry, pharma and so on. So it's difficult.
So basically, we have a security page, right? If you're interested in getting all security concerns figured out, we do have a page online where you see all the GDPR related stuff and everything that's security related. You can definitely just read that.
Yeah, I think probably I know where they are coming from. Some industries like pharma and some other regulated industry need to make sure that nobody is arbitrarily changing those test cases.
We are speaking about testing. It's very important to know that we are speaking about testing application. Yeah, this is not really created for a production system. So, and when we are speaking about test system, there are not problems with anonymization of data because they should be prepared. Yes.
But the self-healing that the AI suggests to you, you still have to do it manually. Like as a tester, you still have to confirm that you changed the control manually. So, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, but it's run automatically, so you can regularly run the test cases.
Yeah.
You can see it only in the reports. So you
Okay.
it doesn't mean that the test step in the middle and stop working, but it's going through. And if you want, you can change it. If not, it's your choice.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's not so maintenance effort, so big maintenance effort.